hello there. Today we're at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, we're at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I was saying Magic Kingdom all day yesterday instead of Animal Kingdom out of anticipation, and I could have had a V8, I guess.
Could have had a V8.
Could have had a V8.
Actually, you couldn't have, but...
No, I couldn't have. But I would like to.
Disney carries V8.
No, I haven't seen them, but I would like to. So if you have one, go ahead and let me have it. Monroe. So, we're gonna slide through the portal into the Magic Kingdom upon Main Street, USA. Albeit it's not the original Walt's Magic Kingdom, but this is the most visited theme park in the world. And I'm being talked over by the magical announcer.
The lands of the Magic Kingdom will be opening. We encourage you to make your way to Cinderella Castle for a very special presentation. Thank you.
So we're gonna make our way downtown, through downtown. Essentially, the theming of this is all like a theater experience, is what the idea is. This right here is walking under the Main Street station, which represents the curtains opening on an old-time theater. So the curtains just opened, and the floor is lava. But I mean, that's what it looks like because it's red, and that represents the red carpet. But as you walk down Main Street, you'll look at all these buildings, which use forced perspective, by the way, forced perspective. But on all the windows of the buildings, they have names of people that were important to Walt in his life and Imagineers that helped build the parks. So those serve as the credits to the movie. So these are the opening credits that you see. And then once you get to the hub and to the castle, that represents that's your movie, because then you can go to any of the lands, experience anything you want. So you can do an adventure movie in Adventureland, you can do a sci-fi movie in Tomorrowland, fantasy movie and obviously Fantasyland. So that's the whole point and the whole idea of it all. But here's Main Street, USA. Sadly, there's a little scrim work, some repainting going on, but there's the castle in all its glory. Now it's, of course, quite a bit larger than Sleeping Beauty Castle in Anaheim, but Cinderella Castle is, I mean, obviously impressive. Right there. So now we're gonna make our way. We got Space Mountain first, start off our day.
Yeah!
Gotta hit up that, and then after that we'll jump on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Knock those out within the first hour or so. So we're gonna make our way down Main Street, USA. And check out this beautiful towering castle in front of us. Now yesterday we visited the 4th most visited theme park in the world, Epcot. Today we're visiting the 1st most visited theme park in the world. And of course, you have to say hello to, oops, I did not mean to smack the camera. Have to say hello to the Cigar Store Indian right here on Main Street. Which of course harkens back to the days in Disneyland where they actually had cigars. They sold tobacco, cigars, because their Main Street USA was way more functional and way more, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Practical. It was way more practical when it opened. I mean, it had shops that sold things that shops on a real Main Street would sell. Times have changed. We're not going to be selling tobacco in a kid-friendly theme park any longer. So there's that, but that harkens back to those days. They will sell what?
They will sell beer now.
So yes, there is beer in most theme parks. Magic Kingdom does sometimes. I have never bought it here, so I would not know. But it does sometimes. But what it does have, I know for a fact, is that. Look at that. We're in the beautiful hub that was just renovated, I don't know, probably 2 years ago. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably wrong.
you want to come up here and get in the crowd that's over there?
But this is where it all starts. You walk down Main Street, you go to the hub, you start your day from there. You got beautiful Tomorrowland to the right, and the castle in the middle. And of course, the partner statue in front of the castle. Right there. Good old Walt and Mickey.
Oh, I have some.
Free from high blood pressure, heart attack or neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expectant mothers should not ride, and passengers who do not meet the minimum height requirement may not ride. Be sure to supervise children at all times, and remember that passengers in wheelchairs must transfer into a rocket to participate in this launch. Thank you, and enjoy your flight.
In history, the ride of Paul Revere. Great moments in history, you saw it all right here. And here's what you will take away in all your minds and hearts. Great moments in history, great moments in history, great moments in history. The American great moments in history, but just the American parts. Bye everyone, I hope to see you again soon. Oh, and to England, no hard feelings. You're still there, my best friend.
You're right, it's mostly America.
So long, everybody.
And maybe or two, but mostly it's flush time and well on its way to become a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown. See that peak just beyond the outskirts of Frontierland? That's Chickapin Hill, or at least it used to be. Down a few years back, and folks have been calling it Splash Mountain ever since. Somebody's taking a ride and hauling out logs over the big falls. Seems far-fetched, I know, but it's the truth. All my life, it seems I never could tell a lie that anybody would doubt, or a truth that anybody would believe. But believe me when I tell you, truth is the most valuable thing we have, so I make sure I only use it with economy. See that name? That's Big Thunder Mountain poking up in the sky over there. The Indians named it that because of the sound of falls we can make when the big rain comes. Speculators showed up, and the name stuck because of the sound of blasting powder going off every few minutes. There's not so much blasting these days. Ghost stories. A runaway mine train loaded down with simple-hearted, terror-filled folks like you. riding this river for longer than I can remember. Every time the river cuts a new channel, old Deacon puts out a marker to let us know whether it's safe to travel or not. However, Sam here has been bragging that which game he should, he can navigate the Liberty Bell on a heavy head. Isn't that so, Sam? Well, I was born humble, Captain, but mostly it's worn off. Captain, you need a village support. Now that's something you don't see much of this way. That other village off the fort has been here a while. Most of the Indians along the river don't quite know what to make of our steamboat. They call it Penalore, which means fire canoe. Those of you that have been this way before know that the water can get fairly shallow along this stretch of the river. The leadsmen call out the depth. Each mark is a fathom of 6 feet. Mark clean is 2 fathoms, and for us that means safe water.
Captain, we're passing Cutthroat Corner. Attention deck crew, stay alert. If there's river pirates out here, this is where they'll most likely be. I can hear them from here. From all the commotion, it sounds like their interests lie elsewhere. If you folks on deck look past the trees on the island, that's Fort Langmore. Most of these old fools started out as trading posts. Then as settlers started heading west, the army came in and took them over. My feeling is, these days, there's a lot less frontier and a lot more civilization. They say it's built on sacred Indian burial ground, but now it's filled with spirits. If you ask me, I'd say the ones telling those tales are the ones filled with spirits. What proof? Just ask them. They got it. About 100 proof, I reckon. And one of these two, don't sunk any matches if they ain't reading your direction. And you won't just be seeing those. You'll be joining. The waterways with it. I hope I see you next time around the river bend.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you, everyone.
If you take a picture with me, I'll go with that.
Alright, that's fine.
Well, here we are in Liberty Square now. We just got off the Liberty Bell. What's your impressions of the Liberty Bell there, Jim?
Oh, there was a surprising lack of bells on it.
That is very true. I think I only spotted one singular bell. So,
Bit of a misnomer.
there was lots of liberty.
A lot of it.
Lots of life and liberty.
Lots of liberty.
And now we're on our pursuit of happiness, because we're in the Magic Kingdom, which isn't the most happiest, it's not the most happiest, it's not the happiest place on Earth. That would be Disneyland. But this is the most magical place on Earth. But Disneyland just reopened their stern wheeler, their riverboat, the Mark Twain. And I must say I'm jealous of their ride about the rivers of America compared to ours. Still love ours, but theirs has us beat, I must admit. But we're making our way through Liberty Square, which, to point out, is time accurate. There are no bathrooms in Liberty Square because they did not have indoor plumbing at the time in colonial America. So there are no indoor bathroom or outdoor bathrooms. That'd be frowned upon. But there are no bathrooms in Liberty Square. That's for a good reason. Like I said, it's time accurate. But also, if you look onto the ground, you'll see that it's red representing dirt on both sides. But in the middle, you have this strangely colored path. That would represent where all the waste would go from the people that lived up in the buildings on either side of the street. Because in that time period, they would just throw their waste out the windows and it would find its way to the middle of the street. So the little details, even though they might be odd and slightly disturbing and disgusting, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah.
But the more you know. Little details, even Disney does them. Even though they're odd and strange. A little bit weird. A little bit macabre. Maybe macabre?
Macabre.
Well, that'd be more along the lines of the Haunted Mansion. Macabre and eerie.
Yeah, that's the only good thing.
He's pretty macabre. He's pretty eerie when he wants to be. He's
like an ears.
Yes, he is doubly eerie because he has 2 ears. You know who else is? Mickey Mouse. But then again, have you ever seen Jimmy and Mickey in the same spot at the same time? Oh! Illuminati confirmed. What can I say? It's a small world. Don't get that song stuck in your head. It's probably already in there. We'll be on that a little bit later today. Just for nostalgia's sake. Have to do it. And we'll definitely be on Peter Pan's Flight later. Have a fast pass for that so we don't have to wait a staggering 90 minutes. We'll hit that later. Right now it's a 70-minute wait, but for us, we'll dodge it. We got fast passes. We're cool like that. Well, I'm cool like that. I don't know. How are you cool? Are you cool like that?
I'm just cool in general.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Well, yeah, right now, I don't know if anyone's cool, because it is a swampy, I would have to say at least 85 degrees. So, a good place to cool off, though, is Philharmagic, which we will definitely be doing at one time today. Something we won't be doing today is the Princess Fairy Tale Hall, or the Carousel. Maybe Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? I don't know. I've done it once. I'm not in love with it like the rest of the world. Don't hate me. I'm just saying. And then, of course, here is the backside of Cinderella Castle. Actually, it's much more extravagant and elaborate than the front side. I mean, it's not that. That is definitely not it. That is just a shop. But that would be the castle itself. We're gonna take a walk through it, hang a left, and then end up in Tomorrowland. So there you have it. That was part 1 of our August 14th trip to the Magic Kingdom. I filmed so much and I got so much content from that day, I decided to break it up into 3 segments. So this was the first segment, mainly everything we did before lunch. Then we went to Cosmic Rays for lunch. And then after that we pretty much went to Adventureland for a good chunk of the day. So that's pretty much all of part 2, which is coming next, is Adventureland. So after that we'll move on to part 3, which ends the day and ultimately ends the entire trip. So until next time, I'll see you all a little later.